commands numbers 1 to 6 are the initial specifications. We have import turtle because we're using the turtle module. And then I want to use the letter T instead of using the word turtle because the word turtle is quite lengthy. I want to use the word screen. And then I want to specify the color mode of the screen to be 255 because I'm using the RGB in this case. And then I want the pen size to be having a width of 3. And then I want the speed to be 10. Okay, the illustration here, the whole illustration here on the right, we call this the thread of the ribbon I am drawing. How do we draw the thread? It is specified in lines number 7 up to 12. There will be 5 arcs. Okay, let's start with this first arc here. It is 290 in radius. That means the arc is coming from a circle with radius 290, and this is the first arc. Okay, it will extend up to approximately here. In this case, the radius, let me repeat, of the circle from which this arc is taken is 290, as you can see on line number 8. And then the angle is 90 degrees. How is that? You can imagine a big circle here. For example, this is the center of the circle, and there is the radius here. The radius here is 290, and then we draw the circle like this, but we don't draw the full circle. We just draw the circle 1/4 of the way to the full circle, and 1/4 of the way to the full circle is just a central angle of 90 degrees. So that's why we have 290. Let me check on that. That's the radius, and then the angle is 90 degrees. That's how we draw an arc. Okay, let's go to the second arc. The radius of the circle from which the second arc is taken is 120. This is the second arc, incidentally, from this point. Okay, going around here. So from line number 9 here, our radius is 120. This is a smaller circle, and then our angle is 180 degrees. Look, this arc here is generated as a half circle, and the half circle corresponds to central angle 180 degrees. Now let's go to the third arc, line number 10. This is from a very big circle with radius 270. This is the very big arc coming from here. Let me draw this line as careful as I can. It extends up to this one here. Okay. In this case, this is from line number 10 anyway. The radius of the circle from which the arc is taken is 270, and then the angle is 180 degrees. Okay, this is again a semicircle. And then we have another semicircle here from this point up to this point. This is from a smaller circle. This is from line number 11. Look, the radius is just 100, and then the angle, central angle over which we generate the arc is 180 degrees. This is another semicircle. And then finally, we have this arc here. This is no longer a semicircle. From line number 12 here, the radius is 250, and the angle over which the arc is generated is just 90 degrees. So I hope that you understand how to draw like rules here using the arcs. So we have defined the thread using lines number 7 up to 12. Now we start the execution. How do we draw the whole image? We start by specifying the value of y. Y is negative 250. The y is actually the y on the Cartesian plane. The Cartesian plane has a center approximately here. So we have the y-axis here. This is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Okay. And the y, negative 250, is somewhere here on the lower portion of the screen. I'm making that period prominent. The y of that is negative 250. Now the x of that is fixed. It is in line number 18. It is negative 320. I have to specify the y at this point because I'm going to change the y later on. And then let's go to line number 14. The value of the b in the RGB here is 255. So, and the value of the r in the RGB is 0. So what we have here is 0 for the red. Incidentally, the green is specified in line number 20. It is 0 for the green and then 2.255 for the blue. This color is blue. As you can see, the first thread here that was drawn is blue. Okay. Now that we have these initial values for the y, b, and r, we're going to um, draw 15 threads. Okay, the first thread is already drawn here. How was it drawn? We first put our pen up because initially the turtle is in the center, 0, 0 here, 0, 0. I need to make the turtle go to negative 320, negative 250 to start drawing the first thread. So yes, that's the reason why I need to have the pen up in number 17. And then I go to negative 320, negative 250, as I mentioned a while ago. This is line number 18. And then for number 19, I put the pen down in preparation for drawing the first thread. Before I draw the first thread, I specify the color. It is R0B. Remember, it is 0, 0, 255 initially. Okay. And then I call the function thread. This is a very important command here. This is calling the definition of the thread from numbers 7 up to number 12. So when the computer encounters this, it will draw the whole thread. And then after drawing the first thread, look, I will make the second line start from another point. Our y value is no longer negative 250 in line number 13. Our y value will becomes the initial negative 250 added to 7.5. Okay, and then the r here I will change it. um, the initial r, which is 0, will become 0 plus 17, and this is 17. Incidentally, our y is now negative 242.5. What does the increasing value of red mean? It means that the red becomes stronger, okay, little by little. Remember, we are drawing 15 times, so in the span of the 15 iterations, the R will increase little by little, but look, our blue will decrease little by little. Initially, the blue, according to line number 14, is 255. So it becomes on the second iteration, it's going to be 255 minus 17, and it's going to be okay, 238. I hope I got my mathematics correctly. So the blue becomes weaker and weaker little by little as we draw the 15 threads. And what we have in the final drawing will be blue. Okay, this one is blue. And then that will become violet because the values of the B and the R, they are approximately the same. And then finally, it's going to be red because the value of B is 0. So this is the transitioning of the colors, and this is how the image is drawn.